I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna make, I'm gonna deliver it, and then people just start buying. People just started buying. And when I blew that £800, that was all I had. So I had £800 and I had a bit of money for ingredients, but I just made it back. I just started working. I started selling food, started making it back. So I was like, alright, cool, I can do this. Then fast forwarding, I left uni. I was like 2 weeks before my exams, I said, yo, I'm not doing this. I'm tired. No one can tell me nothing like that.
Tell me tie.
Yes, sir.
Where did the tie come from?
The tie? Yeah. Starting like that. Do you know what? Yeah, I'll be honest. When I was in college, I was in college in what, like 2011? Okay, I was in college. No, you know, it gives you a little context in it. Yeah. And back then, Tyrese was popping, innit? The actor, Tyrese Gibson.
Yeah. All the musicians.
For those
who like R&B.
Yeah. And I used to mess with his music, these films. So one day I just went to college and just started saying, yo, Timmy Tyrese, and it just stuck. I swear, it just stuck. Like, people just started rolling off people's tongues, like. And I remember friends trying to change their names as well, like. And they were trying to like just shorten their names, and it wasn't sticking. But me, Timmy Tyrese stuck. Yeah. Wow. So that's where the tie in the Timmy Ty's kitchen comes from. Timmy Ty's kitchen. So people normally say Timmy T's, and it gets me. It's
like, no, it's not that.
It's not T's. It's Timmy Ty's. Wow. It doesn't even sound right, Timmy T's.
Yeah. Wow. So when you go out and you meet people, do you say like Tyrese is part of your name? Or?
Yeah, Timmy Tyrese. When they ask me, what's your name? Like, Timmy Tyrese.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's my name. It's my identity.
Okay, it's your identity. It's your brand name.
It's my brand name.
Okay. Oh, that's good. So before Temi Ty, how was Temi growing up? What kind of child were you like?
You know what? I was with my cousins earlier this week, and she actually told me I was actually a good child. Like, I weren't naughty, but I was just cheeky. I was very, very cheeky. I was that like, I'll get away with a lot of things as I was a child. But I didn't really have, I wouldn't say I had a troubled childhood, but I did have a childhood different to, I would say, most kids, just from the school I went to, which at the time felt very normal. Like, went to like quite a serious, like quite a bad school. Like, not bad as in like grades or academics, but bad as in like the violence and the beef and...
Because you're from South London.
I'm from South London, yeah. Put it out there.
They probably would have guessed.
Yeah. People would say that they can tell by lingo, they would carry ourselves South London.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. But, yeah, so growing up, I think I had a very, very protected primary school education. Then secondary was a very big shock. Like, the world was just different. Like, in primary school, I didn't even know about gangs. I didn't even know, like, people didn't fight in primary school. Yeah. Primary school, like, you're growing up, you might get in trouble, but it's not like anything crazy. In secondary school, it's like doomsday. It was like fights, there was gangs, there was weapons, there was all these kind of things going on. So I think that obviously altered my childhood experience and my personality. So coming from that kind of a background, my childhood was a bit rocky.
So did you get caught in with that?
I wouldn't even say I got caught. I don't think I was. I was smarter than that. I definitely didn't get caught up, especially in like I think for me, I'm a forward thinker. Like, you get caught up in that. It's not just you. It's your family now. Yeah. Like they know what your mum looks like. They know what your siblings look like. It's a bit deeper than that. Do you know what I mean? In school, yeah, like school beef different, but like in terms of like the gangster.
School beef is different.
Oh yeah, school beef is different. That's like school beef is like just like you go to school or you get beat up, you beat up someone, cool. But the outside of school, it went further than just you're from that school. It's a bit now like you're from the area, and it's just like, bro, I'm not protecting my area. Doesn't make sense to me. Yeah.
But what was your upbringing like inside your home?
Oh, you're talking about my home.
In the home. Do you have siblings?
Oh yeah, I've got siblings. I'm a middle child. So I've got middle child syndrome.
What is middle child syndrome?
Middle child syndrome, I would say, probably overlooked a lot. Probably underestimated a bit. But with the special children, because I feel like in a family, right, you got your mum, your daddy, you got the oldest, then you've got the second, which is normally the last son. In this day and age, you have the older son and then the younger daughter, the perfect family, as I like to call it. But I have an older brother, an older sister, who is kind of like the oldest, because my older brother was born in Nigeria, but my older sister was born here.
Right.
And he was in Nigeria for a bit, so she was like the oldest in the house, innit? Then me, who was actually supposed to be the last, and then I've got a little sister.
Who told you were supposed to be the last?
My mum.
Oh, okay.
Like it was a shock because I think my mum and dad went married and she came out pregnant. It was kind of just like, what? Like everyone, she was shocked herself, innit? So then I've got a younger sister. So because of that, I feel like, middle child syndrome, we get overlooked. So for me, growing up, I'm very independent because not like you don't have no one to depend on, but you see a lot of people dependent on the people around you already. So, and especially as a boy, as a young boy, it's like you just get on with things. Like, so for example, like so, a lot of things that a lot of, say for example, young boys might have had help growing up when they're growing up. Like let's say like passing their driving, maybe getting their first car, maybe when they're moving to uni, maybe buying. Like, I remember when I went to uni, all my uni stuff I bought. I worked in Sainsbury's. I just sat bread and I bought. Do you know what I mean? Then and ever since I went uni, I haven't asked for money ever. Like went uni, working jobs. I worked almost.
So even
job.
during uni.
Even during uni,
wow.
when you're paying rent and you're doing this, I'm working. I worked in Cineworld, Wicks, Sainsbury's. I used to trek to Sainsbury's. I used to work in a burger shop, like a corner shop. Like where else did I work? I said Cineworld. I almost worked in Waitrose, and I just left it. It was too far. It was just too far. Like, I just
you would have got a nice. You would have got a nice pay.
Yeah, no, you know what it is?
People Waitrose.
I wanted to work in Waitrose, but I just couldn't be bothered. I don't know. I think because I was already working in Sainsbury's, I was just kind of content. I was just like, no, it's long. But because of that, I'm very independent. But like stupidly independent. I don't like it's bad. I wouldn't say it's bad. I think it's just a personality thing. I don't need to call home. I don't need to. Like there was a time I stayed at uni for Christmas. I stayed at my own uni home.
Really?
Yeah,
oh come on.
I can just do my own thing. That's just how I am. I remember my dad even saying one time that if he was to call Temi and he was in Japan, I would believe it. Like because he just does what he wants to do, kind of thing. And even like coming to my business, that's the same thing. Like, just did what I wanted to do. Didn't align with whatever other people's ideas of life is, but I just did it anyway.
Wow. So speaking of that, when did the cooking come? Because I discovered you, I don't know whether it was this year or last year, on TikTok.
Okay.
And I'll see your TikTok videos, but that's all I know, your TikTok videos. So talk me through the story behind that before you got to that point.
Before I got to that point. Okay. So going back to my uni days. So 2015. I was in my second year of uni studying accounting and finance. Realised that I really hated the course, like just didn't enjoy it. And so what does one do? Found something to kind of fill that void, and I started cooking. So cooking became very therapeutic to me, and it just became part of my lifestyle. Like I just like to create, and so I just started cooking normally. Like as you do, you go home, people make Indomie. Like I was making lobster, I was making steak, but it's not like I was making it sick. But I just wanted to try these things, and I was so interested in food, and so I started cooking, and it wasn't really me that discovered it. It was friends. So my boys around me, they were the kind of people that would be like, they'll come to my house, and I remember I made a pasta dish. And I used to call it carbonara back in the day, but you know it's just creamy pasta, like mushroom, you and shit like that, nothing crazy. But back then, that was a flavour profile that they had never tasted. And I remember they tasted it and they were just like, bro, this is mad. Like, how do you cook this? This is nice. They're like, bro, you can actually cook, you know. So then, moving forward, 2016 now, I met, I knew an Asian girl, right? And she was going through her exams. At this point, I had kind of given up. Like I was like, I'm not on this uni thing. I'm tired. Like it's headache. I don't like not even uni. I just don't like my course. So I met this girl, and she loved my jollof rice. Like loved it. And then she had exams, right? And she was just like, oh, she can't cook right now because she's studying so much. So excuse me. So how much would it cost for her to buy a jollof rice off me, like a good pot, a good container of it? And I was just like, I ain't done this before. Like, I don't know. Like, you know, back then, like the price of food wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
Like, so I was just like, just give me £20, innit? And then she was just like, alright, cool. I've got a £10 Sainsbury's voucher and £10 cash. Like, I was like, yeah, £10. I use that to buy some ingredients and cash in it. So then, but then I got a light bulb moment from that. I was like, right, like I can make bread. I can make money. Like this is business. I can actually do something with this. So what I did was I went away. I bought a car. I remember I bought a car for like £800. Same thing. Got my car on my own. Do you know what I mean? I'm just independent now. And it's not even like I asked. Like I was just like, yo, let me just blow my money, get a car and invest in myself. So I got a car. Bought £800. I didn't even know nothing about insurance, this then tax, MOT. I just bought the car, innit? Bought the car, didn't have no insurance, I remember. And then I went back to uni and I started a business. I said, yo, I'm cooking jollof rice, barbecue jerk chicken, curry goat.
Oh, barbecue jerk.
Barbecue jerk. What? You listen here. Listen, don't let me go back to 2016 when my menu was barbecue. You're seeing barbecue jerk everywhere now, yeah. Bro, I was making barbecue jerk 2016, like. So, obviously now, I went back to uni. Part of the menu, I said, yo, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to make. I'm going to deliver it. And people just started buying. People just started buying. And when I blew that £800, that was all I had. So I had £800 and I had a bit of money for ingredients, but I just made it back. I just started working. I started selling food, started making it back. So I was just like, alright, cool, I can do this. Then, fast forwarding, I left uni. I was like 2 weeks before my exams, I said, yo, I'm not doing this, I'm tired. No one can tell me nothing. Like
2 weeks before.
Yeah.
Just like 2 weeks.
Nah, man. It's not. It was not like it's not for me because I could have easily done something else in uni and been great at it. But I really hated the course. And if I hate something, to the degree where I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, innit? And you can't force me. Like, and you can't pressure me. Like, you actually cannot. Like, it's mad. I don't know what it is, but you actually cannot pressure me to do what I don't want to do. That's just me, innit?
Your no is no.
I know, like, you can't pressure me. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not stubborn in the sense that I'm not gonna do something if you ask me. If you're just like, oh, like, please, can you do it? But if I don't want to do something, if I hate something, I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna suffer. Like, I'm not gonna do it. So I left uni, obviously, parents. That's another thing. Imagine being a middle child, you're mad independent, so you don't talk a lot, you don't talk. So they're just looking at like, wow, this favour, what's going on? Like, what are you trying to do? So I left uni 2 weeks before my exams. My dad was like, what are you going to do? I'm going to start a business, I'm going to start cooking. And because I said I'm going to bring it to London. Brought it to London, started cooking, putting it on social media, doing pre-orders and then deliveries around South London. And I was doing that for a couple of years, just grinding, doing catering bookings as well, doing barbecues, doing whatever I could to just make some cash with food, innit? Grinding. It was a lot of work. Like, I felt sick, had a massive operation, so I was out of the game for a bit, and I came back. So there was a bit of passive there, but I went back into work only because my parents pressure. And this I'm saying, I don't want to do what I wanted, but you know it was pressure, but it was also money. I was like, you know, why not just make some? Why not make this? Because at the same time, you have to remember, my friends have come out of uni and they're doing full-time jobs, innit? And I'm just thinking, you won't be bad getting that 1.8k a month, like, it won't be bad, innit? So I started working at a place called the Office Group, which is the competitors of WeWork. So you know they have office spaces, so they have same thing, meeting rooms, all that stuff, all that jazz. So I was working for them. I was like a host. I was like a receptionist. I was just doing that for a year. Then, funny enough, I got into accounting. Like, I started working as an fund accountant for an administrative company in the city, and I was doing that for like 2 years. But I got into that job just before COVID.
Okay.
So imagine, like, COVID is like, I think lockdown happened maybe like March-ish. I got that job in like December. Started working in February. So I just got into that job, and then everyone's working from home, so I was working from home.
Okay, you're working from home. Oh, sweet.
But because I was working from home and I just started the job, I had a lot of leeway because they had to train me properly. So what did I do? Went back to cooking. But I didn't go back to cooking and selling. I just started cooking on social media because I was making money from work. Yeah. So I didn't need to actually cook and sell food. But I was doing catering. Okay. So I was doing a bit of catering on the side. I was doing it XYZ.
So with the catering, how did you get your name out there? Was it friends and family that recommended you, word of mouth?
It was mainly word of mouth, you know. Like, I can't lie, my name was ringing bells back then. I still ring bells here and there. Like, you know what I mean, in the catering world, chefs really like that. Like, I can name a very, very small few. Like, I think I even started cooking before. Well, my business started before even Trap Kitchen. I think Trap Kitchen started in like 2018.
Oh wow.
So like, there wasn't a lot of like male chefs around at the time, innit? So like, if there was, for example, when it comes to cooking, right, and you hear there's a male, like a black guy that's cooking, everyone's already thinking, raw, like, I want to try that. Yeah. Like, I'm interested. Do you know what I mean? It's normally females that are cooking. No, it's normally women. So I was just like, so my name was ringing bells. Like, people were intrigued, and then because it was good, because it's good, people were also like, nah, his food's actually banging, and it's a guy, you know. So I think it was definitely word of mouth. It was just like a domino effect. Like, someone would book me for a catering booking, I'll bring the food, and then they will say to me, oh, like, who's the chef? Like, it was really like, where is she? And I'm like, it's me, innit? Yeah, like, it's always a where is she?
Standing there.
Yeah, like, it's mad. It's not even, I got used to it. I think the first couple of times it was awkward, but I just got used to it. Like, yeah, because this isn't a man's world. Like, this isn't something that men are used to, innit? Well, African men, especially, like, obviously Caribbean men do cook. Yeah. So then, like, I'll be like, oh, it's me. And then, obviously, someone would be like, oh my days, yo, it's him that cooked, you know. They're like, have you got a business card? Oh, I need to book you. I've got my daughter's birthday, or got this, or Christmas, or my husband, maybe. But so just from that, like, domino effect, after domino, just kept coming. So COVID, I was posting on social media, right? And I was just showing people what I like to eat at home, but I was trying to be creative with it, and I was just taking pictures. There was nothing crazy, but I was just taking pictures here and there. And then I think 2019, the end of 2019, that's when I remember, I don't even know if I started making reels at this point. I think I did, but they were like very, very basic, like no voiceover, no nothing. Like you can hear my friend on the phone in the background, we're just talking, I'm making egg, like, do you know what I mean? Very unprofessional. So, and I had about maybe like 2,000 followers at this point. And then I got a DM from an A&R called Patrick, shout out to Patrick, A&R called Patrick, yeah, from 2K. And 2K Mlapa. And he DM'd me like, basically, are you available to cook at a camp for a week? Number one, I don't even know what a camp is. Like, what's a camp? I'm just thinking, like, someone going camping. And number two, I was just thinking, for a week, I was working full time. But I was just like, okay, what's this for kind of thing? And he was just like, and I think I opened it, and I don't know if I replied straight away. Then he was just like, Jhus is creating a new album, and we need a chef. And I was just like, someone's playing. Obviously, he's verified, but I was like, someone's playing with me. Like, I don't know, like, this is a bit booky, this is a bit odd. But luckily, my manager, the female who's my manager now, Devora, she works with them. So I shouted her like, yo, there's a guy that's DMing me, like, they're saying, like, is it real? And she's like, oh yeah, no, it's facts, like, they need a chef, So I was just like, alright, cool, but a week, you know, I work full time from home, like, I don't know if I can travel up for a week. Then she's like, let me find the budget, innit? I got the budget ahead. I said, I packed my bags that day, I'm coming. Or I was like, yeah, I'm down. And then, from then, I started being an artist now. That's when I was in a different room, I was in a different world, like, and I'm not musical generally, so I don't know nothing about producing. Well, then I didn't know anything about producing music, published all these things I didn't know nothing about. So I was an amateur coming into the music game, but I wasn't musical as well, so I wasn't someone that was very, I wasn't a fan. I didn't have a fan presence, do you know what I'm trying to say? So from then I went up to, I think went to Bath, and yeah, I met all the team, I met Haas, I met everybody, and at that point it was very, it was just monotone. Like, I was just, you know, I don't know nobody, I'm just going there to cook, like I'm going there to work. I'm not someone that's a crazy for moving, like, oh my days, can I get, I'm just normal, you're all normal people out there, innit? So I went up there, cool vibes, done what I needed to do. Didn't really, I wouldn't even say I made mad connections on that first time, like, I just, do you know what I mean? I just done what I needed to do. I was working as well, so I'm in the kitchen, obviously my old boss. But I was working in the kitchen, like, doing what I need to do, and I'm making egg, I'm making breakfast. Working in the kitchen, I'm going to do shopping, I'm coming back, making sure I'm doing work, and then I'm, do you know what I mean? And when I think about it now, I'm just like, how did I do that?
Yeah.
I don't know how I did that.
I was actually going to ask, how did you do that?
I don't know how I did that.
Without getting caught.
Yeah, like, I don't know, I was just, do you know what I mean? Just doing what I need to do. So I did that, and then I remember leaving that week, and it was just like, cool, that was that, innit? That what I needed to do. Go back home, innit? Then they called me again, like, oh, we need you for a camp for 2 weeks in Brighton. I was thinking, what? Again? Like, I didn't even make any, like, I didn't build any rapport with people like that, but they were just like, oh, like, Hus likes you. Like, yo, you're a good vibe, innit? Like, you're calm, innit? I was thinking, okay, cool. So I went up to Bath, and then that's when I made a lot of connections. I was there for 2 weeks. Obviously, I'm seeing people again. Vibes are good, making good food, people are enjoying it. Like, well, I'm in the studio now, I'm getting to learn things. I'm meeting producers, meeting people like P2J, J5. I mean, all these great producers. I'm meeting the whole team, and it's now like I'm just in a different. Like, imagine me coming from a catering background, just cooking and then making food online. I'm doing accounting, and then all of a sudden I'm with like kind of superstars. Like, and it was just weird. Like, it was just a mad transition, but it was a fun period. It was like in my food, let's say cooking, that was probably one of the like funniest periods. Like, you don't know what the next day is gonna bring you. You don't know what's you're part of a new legacy. Like, you're part of someone building an album. Like, and I didn't really understand this at first, like, because now, for example, Hus's album, how it's been out for a while now. Like, I was hearing them songs back in 2019. Do you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, right, I'm part of this. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I was there cooking when I was when they were cooking up in the studio. Do you know what I mean?
Energy,
do you know what I'm saying? Like it's not even an easy task as well, because you're at camp, right? And say, for example, you're an artist, you're gonna want your friends there as well. So I might think, they might say to me, oh, like, it's probably gonna be like 8 people, but yo, you might call up your cousins and like, yo, come to a camp. It comes to like 20 people. And I'm just like, yo, how am I cooking for everybody now? Like, it's just like, it's a headache. But no, it was an amazing experience. It just kept going on. Went to another camp for J5. That's when I met a few people from NSG. And so I met the composers. And even with that, it was like, that camp, like, when people see, for example, me and the composers now, like, individually, like, they've all got a cool relationship. Like, I see them and it's all love.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, like, how did you... And it's just like, yo, I'm telling you, that one camp, we were there for a couple of days. I cooked them good food. And, you know, when you feed people, yeah, they've got a different type of love for you. Because it's like, you know, when your mum feeds you, it's like, yo, I appreciate this is nice, Mum, I appreciate this food. So when I'm introducing them to new things as well, they're like, no, bro, this slaps. And then, yeah, we just built good relationships, good vibes, and that was in 2020. That was in 2020. Do you know what I mean? And it's like in 2023 or 2024 now, and it's just like time's flowing in it. But the journey just kept continuing and just kept catapulting to like different places. And I think the one thing I love about what's happened to me is that I know my end goal in terms of where I want to be. Not even my end goal, but a place where I aim to be.
Yeah.
But the most beautiful thing about getting to where you want to be is the journey. Like, to have something to talk about. You know what I mean? Just to be able to explain the process of being to inspire other people. Because even me, for example, getting on... Should I say to get on TV now?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Okay,
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't even answer the question.
Yeah.
I was talking, you know what I mean?
This is a safe space.
It's a safe space,
yeah.
Perfect. Even me getting on TV, that was something I said to people from day. Like, I said, yo, I want to be a TV show. I want to be on TV. And I think that's why when I was on TV, a lot of people were just like, rah. Like, he was saying this, you know. Do you know what I mean? And I did it. Like he was obviously by the grace of God. Like, he was actually saying that he wants to be a TV chef. Like, he wants to be one of those black guys from South that's on TV with big people. And I remember I was actually shortlisted for a different TV show which was called Hungry for It, which is on BBC One, and it was a different show. Big Jhus hosting, and a lady from America. I don't know her name, but I'm an American lady, and I got shortlisted for that. I was a reserve. I was waiting. It was in COVID time, so I was quarantined in a hotel. It was a nice hotel, so it was fine in it. But I was quarantined in a nice like apartment hotel for 16 days, just waiting to see if I get on. And after 16 days, I didn't even get on. Because they're waiting for someone else to maybe leave, you know.
Okay.
You never know what's gonna happen. People can't handle it. The day I left, someone left, so they were just like, it's so annoying. If you was there for the extra day,
you would have got on.
Because I can't leave now, and then COVID, all these, you know, the restrictions back then. So I was kind of bummed, but I was just like, you know what, I ain't gonna give up. I'm gonna aim for more. What? Then someone reached out to me. What do you even call it? Casting agent, and he was just like, oh, there's a great show with Gordon Ramsay, and it was actually meant to be Future Food Stars. Which is a different show. That's about an investment, and it's not really about cooking. It's about like, business and whatnot. But then I didn't apply for that. Then he said there's another one called Next Level Chef, and it's a Gordon Ramsay show. And I was just thinking, alright, cool. Like, let me just apply for it. Innit? Apply for it. They're like, no, I love your story. Like, your story is amazing. Like,
so what's the application process like?
The application process is long. Like, I can't lie. My manager helped me most of it. Like, and that's because I had a shop. I had a takeaway shop at this time, innit? So I actually had a shop in Wandsworth, cooking and serving, like dark open kitchen, people come in, whatever. And so the application process was like, obviously you do the normal stuff, your name, do you need a visa, you need a sponsorship.
Right to work.
Right to work, obviously. I was like, nah, I'm a British citizen, come on, I got a passport. But it was like, what's your story? Like, what brought you to cooking? Like, why do you want to be on this show? Like, like your background. Like, it was kind of interesting questions. Like, because I think it was to see if you're applicable for TV. Like, because TV's TV, man. People want a story. Yeah. People want to hear something, and people want different stories. They don't want a replica of the same story. Yeah. You know? So yeah, they were like, they love my story. Then I had a phone interview with someone, great interview. Then I had a video interview. I was a cook at home, and they were on webcam, just watching me. Like, are you like?
Because I'm just thinking, did anyone walk in the kitchen?
No, what? No. And like I said, like I'm so independent. I didn't tell anyone I was going through this whole process. Really? Even when I got my shop, I didn't tell anyone. Like, that's what I'm saying. I just do what I need to do. You know, innit? Like, that's just me. Like, when I buy a house, you just know. Like, oh yeah, I bought a house now. Oh, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? But Yeah, so no one walked in the kitchen. Had my iPad on the other side. I was cooking there. I think I cooked like a pasta dish, and I think one of the challenges was you had to make a poached egg.
Okay.
So
so they tell you what to make?
They didn't tell me what to make directly, but there was a requirement that you had to make a poached egg. Right?
Right.
So I made the poached egg. Perfect. Came out fine. I pasta dish. All good. They were like, yeah. And I think they were trying to see if you can talk on camera whilst cooking.
Okay, because they obviously can't.
Yeah, that's the skill in it, like to be able to cook on camera and then like be talking like.
Talk them through it.
So yeah, because imagine they come into your camera like, oh, so tell me what you're doing today, and then you're not talking. They're like, tell me what you're doing today, and it's just like, so what I'm doing, chef, I'm making. Then you have to keep going, like, you know what I mean?
When I watch this, I'm just leave the person alone.
Bruv, it's mad. When you're there, it's mad. Like, yo, I'm hot. There's cameras in my
Okay, yeah, let's talk about you being there.
You want me to talk about me being there? Yeah. All right, cool.
The experience.
What
you're allowed to say, of course.
Yeah, I think I can say race, yeah. But yo, the drama is not fake. Like them kind of shows. I don't know about the other shows like the Love Island, but this, bro. For example, the first time I ever met the judges, like Gordon Ramsay, Paul Ainsworth, Arrington as well. Yo, oh my gosh, my heart is pumping.
A great talented chef should be able to knock a dish out of the park, even in a substandard kitchen. You'll only have 30 seconds to grab the ingredients you'll be working with from our state-of-the-art platform.
So those in the top kitchen will...
The first time we saw them was the first time we were on camera. You know, you think you're going to have a pre-meeting or pre-briefing. No. It's like, we're waiting behind the curtain. You've got all these people with their headsets talking to each other. Yeah, all right, cool. Get stand in line, cool. You're going to stand there, cool. Then just say, all right, just smack you in. Go. And then you're walking in. You see Gordon Ramsay standing there, tall man, like welcome. I'm thinking, brother, welcome to what? Like, brief me, yo, say like, okay, cool. Tell me, like, I'm gonna ask you this question.
You don't know your name.
You don't know me, right now, like, you're just like, welcome, guys, like, so what are you looking to get out of this? And I'm just thinking, yo, you're just there smiling because there's bare cameras, and you're just like, and you're seeing a dumb kick, like the kitchen is stupid. It's 3 floors, like literally bottom floor, basement, then the middle kitchen and the top. And I mean, when I say it's massive, like it's like you can't even comprehend how massive it is. It's massive, yeah, man. So you get on TV, it's real. Our reactions are real. There's no replay. There's no like, you know what I mean, time at the clock. There's none of that. Cool. They put us into our teams, put us with our mentors. And then, like, I remember I thought I was going to get Naisha Arrington, yeah. She's an American chef. So I think she's from Los LA. Maybe I might be capping, actually. But she's from America, right? So, like, I was just seeing a sister, like, you know what I mean? I was just looking at her, I think, sister, come around, like, I know you probably got me, like, I was looking at her, like, cool, innit? Got someone else, I was thinking, hey. I was like, mess up. But, like, obviously, still sticking it. But I don't know, I just felt like I had her as a mentor in there by then. So I got Paul. And then obviously Gordon Ramsay had his team in it. So you get into your team, speak each other up, bruv. Next minute you're in the kitchen. You haven't even mentally processed it and prepared yourself. There's no breaks. There's no like, cool, we've had that part now, guys. Come off. We're gonna do this. Do the set.
Just bam.
Back to the kitchen. Cool. Get into the kitchen now. Your scene was on the top floor for the first episode, innit? I'm looking at the kitchen, spanking new. We can look around a bit. I'm seeing a massive hot grill. Like, I'm just looking at like, yo, this is crazy. Man. I ain't seen anything like this. Then what? They're like, alright, cool, go stand on the wall, about to start. I'm thinking, like, come on, man. Like, this is too. And I remember standing there like, you starting out? And they're like, yeah, we're gonna start now. They say when it goes green, you see a board coming out with food. You're just like, eh. And you don't know what's on it.
So they don't prep you beforehand. Like, you don't get to see.
You don't see anything. No, you don't see the first time. Yeah, they want first time reactions.
Okay.
So then, even like the way the show's set out, yeah, is that that's like an elevator kind of thing that comes down. Yeah, no doors obviously. It's just like a big platform, and they come and just food all over it. You don't know what's there. They haven't told you what's there. They haven't even there's enough. All you know is that you can pick one protein.
Okay.
One protein and anything else you can pick. So if you're on the top kitchen, you get the first picks. Then it goes down to the second. It goes down to the base. So if you're on the bottom, you get the last pick. But there's enough protein for everybody. So I remember seeing it, and I'm just thinking, bro, like, yo, this is actually happening right now. Like, this isn't even fake. And I don't think I'm on TV. I need to pattern up. I I need to get in the game, innit?
Yeah.
Because at the end, it's 150 bags on the line, cash. It's not like investment.
Yeah.
This is like, yo, if you want to go Vegas and blow it. Like, you can do what you want with it. So then the thing came down. I remember I ran. I was just like, yo, picked my stuff. I looked at it. I said, hey, I picked like chicken fries. I picked a potato. I was just picking some randoms. I was like, nah, what's going? Like, what's actually? Am I actually in? Like, I didn't believe it. Like, it was weird. Like, and obviously, you see Gordon Ramsay come up, and you're just like, yo, this guy's actually here, you know, and he's a nice guy. Like, he's mad cool, like great interaction, like down to earth person, innit? But I would definitely say it's not for the faint-hearted. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure, like being like a social media chef. Because we're against like professional chefs and home cooks. So social media is basically a home cook.
Yeah.
Like if you're on social media, you're on home cook. You're not at home. But imagine a professional chef going into the kitchen. Number one, there's pressure on you as a social media chef going up against that person. But number two, there's also pressure on them not messing up because they're a professional.
Yeah.
Like, you should know what you're doing, innit? So it's not for the faint-hearted, man. People cry, people get stressed out, people want to leave. Like,
did you have like a point where you thought,
I'm done.
Yeah.
The last when I left,
oh.
when I went out, I feel like even in my like cooking, I was tired because it's not obviously the episodes. It's like one episode. I think every week. I can't remember if it's every week or every day, but we're shooting every day. So you're cooking every day. You have early mornings, like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and you're getting back at like 8, 9 at night. And you're not cooking food. You're eating, like obviously you're eating on site, but when you get back, it's deliveries.
Oh, okay.
And then it's mentally draining. Like you've been in front of a camera the whole day. Then you're doing interviews.
The next day, and the next
same
day.
thing, and then it's the same thing, and you're just like, yo, like stressful, and then you're also around people, and then people have energies. People's different. You know what I mean? It's all transferring to you as well. Like people are stressed, and you're just like, yo, this is a lot. Like, so when I actually was disqualified, I was ready. I was like, yeah, I'm tired.
So you're ready to go.
I was ready to go. Wow. Yeah, man. Obviously, if I stayed, great in it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like, like I almost went on the second episode. Obviously, I don't spoil it for you, but yeah. But obviously, I made it. But yeah, at that point, I wasn't ready to go. But when it was the 5th episode, I was like, God, like, I'm tired now.
Wow.
I'm tired now. It's a lot. Competitions are a lot, innit? In general, but competition every single day, like competing.
Yeah.
It's a lot, man.
You watched it, right? So what did you think of him when you watched it? I'll put you on the spot.
Well, you were really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you were really good. And obviously rooting for you because, you know, from South London, you're a black guy. You know, I don't think there was anyone else in the show that looked like you. So obviously I was interested to see what you can do because that was the first time I've seen you. I've never seen you on social media. Yeah. So it was exciting and you were doing well.
Thank you.
And then unfortunately, you know, I think it was, you have to verse somebody at the end. You and someone else.
Yeah, it was me and 2 people.
Oh, it was 2 other people.
2 other people, 3 of us,
Yeah.
And it was only one person. So the challenge was to make fish and chips. Number one, I've never made fish and chips because that's just not what I eat. And that's the thing about the shows, like, it's difficult because we're from African backgrounds. Like, what we cook at home compared to what they cook is very different. Do you know what I'm saying? So when you're telling someone to make fish and chips, it's now kind of down to like, just like wisdom and knowledge. Like you kind of just got to know, and information. You just kind of got to know like what goes into a batter for the fish. You know what I mean? And I think my thing where I flopped was that I felt it made sense in my head. If the batter is thick, it will be more crispy. Like it would be like, you know, like pancakes. Like if you make a thick batter, you get a fluffier pancake. I thought I might get that, but nah, it was meant to be a light.
Okay.
A light. Because I knew about making it cold and so yeah, and then I just knew I was done, man.
You were done.
I was tired. Like, I was tired.
So when you came out, what was next? What was your game plan? What was your next move?
You know what's funny? But when I came out, I actually closed my shop because I still had my shop open during the show, innit? But when I came out, we had issues with like the council and things like that, and so we closed shop. So that was kind of a difficult time because if you get back into your routine, it will help. with you adjusting because you've just been on camera all this time. Like it's gonna be hard for people to adjust. So they'll say get back into your routine, but I didn't have a routine because.
So they didn't help. They didn't give you tools like do this or have meetings with them after. They didn't have after.
What with like they had aftercare, but they didn't have what with the judges.
Not the judges.
Oh, like the
your
welfare
job
team.
with them is done.
Oh yeah. Yo, welfare. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
They called you, but like it was mainly advice. Like yo, get back into everyday life. Like get back into your routine. If you used to do this, do this. If you used to do that, do that. But I didn't have a routine anymore because of the shop, innit? And I was just kind of like, cool. You know what am I gonna do in it? And the thing is that before I started the shop, I was making content, and I enjoyed making content. So I was like, I'm gonna go back to what I loved doing, which was making content and cooking on social media, editing, doing voiceovers and whatnot. So I did that. I started working with more brands. So I started getting more brand deals, more brand offers, which is still really helpful. I still get them now. So I think that was my game plan. I was just like, nah, I'm on these brands. I wanna get a brand deal with Sky. I wanna them to give me a broadband and pay me to promote it in a way that's effective and unique, So what I did was I came out and I just had a game plan. I said I'm not catering anymore. I don't really want to do private dining, nothing like that. I just want to do brand deals and content. So I stuck by that, which was obviously a bit difficult because the brand was not coming and get paid. But I stuck by it. I struck it out. Done a few catering gigs just to help me stay afloat. And then, what happened after? What actually happened after? Oh yeah, I just started growing. Yeah, like nothing really major happened that changed. I just started growing on social media. Like my followers started going up. The brand started reaching out more. So did you
post every day? What was your strategy?
No, I posted like maybe like once or twice a week. Sometimes I didn't even like. Right now I haven't posted.
Have you posted this week?
I haven't posted this week. I'm gonna post tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna post tomorrow, but. Yeah, like I started posting a bit, not less, but I found it quite hard because you have to be creative. Like I ain't just trying to make any old thing just for content. I want it to actually help people, and I want people to enjoy it. Like they see something and enjoy it. So I started cooking and making content. Followers started going up, engagement started going up. And then what really boosted me was when I started my African content, my African series, making African food. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to me.
I already spoke to you about it, but yeah, well done.
Thank you. I mean, it started with Ghana because I like peanut soup in it. I am Nigerian, but let's make some Ghanaian food. Ew. And I was just like there's not a lot of Ghanaian restaurants that you can go and get peanut butter. I know of in it because I'm not Ghanaian, so I don't know the local spots or that. You know what I mean? So I know that Gold Coast, but I don't even think they sell peanut soup there. In like Gold Coast in South New York. So I was just like, you know what? I know you get choffee and stuff like that there. So I was just like, you know what? Let me actually try and make Katin Kwain, innit? So it started with that, and that was nothing to do with like trying to change or boost my content or nothing. I was just like, yo, I want to try this dish in it, and I want to try and make it. And then I remember made it stupid. It was banging. I even love the way Ghanaians present their fufu and Katin Kwain because it's like salt. I love that. I just love that vibe. Like salt is bare meat around it. I'm like, are you hungry? What is it saying? So I was like, you know, I want to make it authentic. I went there, I got it, I did it, and yo, I started blowing up. Like people were like, all the Ghanaians were like, yo, you can have your passport.
Oh, we loved you.
Yeah,
in the comments.
yeah.
I read the comments. They were loving
it off. Like, they're like, this brother's Ghanaian. He's not even Nigerian. Like, but they were just loving it. And I was just like, raw. Like, I've been out here making like Asian food and like all these things.
Oh, wait, you saying your content blew from Or that particular video.
That particular video started blowing up. That was like a light bulb in my head.
Really?
Yeah, because it was like the first African dish that I had proper done. I didn't start, and even when I started, I think I start my thing saying I'm Nigerian, but I'm making. How did I start? I'm Nigerian, but let's make Ghanaian food. Yeah. I'm Nigerian, but let's make Ghanaian food. Yeah. That wasn't even like planned. It was just like I'm actually Nigerian, and I want people to know that I'm Nigerian.
Well, we can see by your name, but
I mean, obviously Timothy, but it's true. But I just wanted people to know that I'm Nigerian and I'm trying to make Ghanaian food. So I started doing that. It started blowing up, and I just realized, and I started getting a lot of followers from Ghana, all over Ghana. Like, it was just like, right, like
they'll be blowing you up.
Yeah, like they're all shit. Like I met a Ghanaian girl today who's from Ghana, and she was just like, I saw your face, and I was like, I've seen you before, like, and then I said, oh yeah, like I made, and she was like, oh, you're the guy, like, I was thinking, like, yo, you Ghanaians were messing with me heavy, like, saying. So obviously, like, I was like, alright, cool, like, well, I'm gonna start doing more African countries. I started doing more African countries now, and then like I done Sierra Leone, I done cassava leaf stew. The Sierra Leone's were that was kind of mixed. I'll say it was like 70% love and then 30% because everyone has their way of doing. And cassava leaf is such a controversial dish. I didn't know until I made it. Like Liberia talk about it. Like so many other countries claim cassava leaf in it. Like Congolese, they have pondu. Like pondu is basically the same thing as cassava. So just like, bruh, like something like, how we don't make it like this, and something like, oh, like, I love it, well done, son. You know what I mean? All the aunties and the moms in the comments, like, come marry my daughter, like all those things going on in it. And then I think what really helped catapult my content was when I made that fish. I don't know if you know the fish dish I'm talking about. I made grilled fish, and that's got like on Insta like 3.2 million views, on TikTok like 2.2 million. Like, but it was just fish. I remember I wasn't gonna put, and that's what I'm saying. When you see sometimes in life, you think certain things aren't good enough. Like you just think, that content, I'm not going to post it, but like, cause it's how you feel. You're very critical to your own content. But I wasn't going to post that content that day. I remember I looked at it. I remember recording it, just not liking the way I'm holding the fish and doing. That's my most liked, most viewed video out all my posts. Like, even some of them combined. Like that video went so wide, like to Niger, to Ghana, to Cameroon, like all over, like, and that catapulted everything. Like this year, earlier this year, I was on like 40K. Now I'm on 104. Like, and it's just from Africa. I mean, it's embracing my people. So I'm African, man.
How does that make you feel?
Like, it's a bit weird. Like, I can't lie, it's weird because I think I was already kind of known for my content, like for food. Like there's when in the food scene, especially if you're in it, if I'm in the food scene, so I know there's a lot of us in it, a lot of chefs. But if you're not in it, you kind of know the food that you've seen in it, kind of thing. And if you're from London, from South, you would have probably seen my content before. Some might have reckon, or just you might like search on TikTok how to make something, and my video might pop up in it. So I was already kind of like, cool, I'm used to it. Like people can recognize me from food. It's just calm. I don't mind doing it. But I think when I started growing really, really high, I think that's when it got mad. Like to the point where like people that aren't even from here can like kind of recognize me and say like, oh, like even from TV, like it's like, oh, like you're a chef, like I love your work. But I think for me, what I really appreciate about it is that no one dislikes it. In the sense that like, even if you don't like my food, you think I'm crap. Yeah. That's cool. You're not really gonna tell me if you see me in person. You're not really gonna care. But like, no one like is gonna try to kill me over cooking. But someone will try to kill someone over music. Oh yeah. Because music is, do you know what I mean? Music, you might be saying certain things. Even if you're R&B singer, people might say, oh, you're changed. But gangsters, like killers, like I've met people like, yo, they respect it so much. Like, bro, I've saved that video, I'm gonna cook that. Your thing's hard. Like, just be giving, but I'm just thinking, cooking is actually lit. Because like, I could have been, okay, say I was a great artist. Yeah. I'd have definitely had some haters, some people that. Oh yeah. See, even a producer, like, you produce for this guy. Oh, he's an op. But yo, even if I cook for your op, but he's a cook though, like, he might be banging, like, he might, let me try, I need to try. You even bless the beef. You get it, like, you see that actually, because if you think about it, imagine you're beefing somebody, and then you see they have a chef, but that food looks peak. Like, imagine the food looks. Yeah, like you're gonna be thinking, oh, like, let me try that. I need to let me try that chef. Like, I might have to take away from that position. So it's like I feel like I'm never really in like a bad position with people when it comes to the cooking. So it feels good. It feels alright.
It's good. I was gonna ask a question. So, if a guy wants to impress a girl, what dish would you recommend he cooks for her?
Oh, okay. The guy wants to impress a girl. What dish? Describe the girl. You need to give me what kind of girl we're talking about.
So this girl is not easily impressed.
Okay.
She likes food.
Okay.
Likes to find the things in life.
Okay.
Is quite independent.
Okay.
But also feminine.
Okay.
Should I go on? Was that enough?
That's enough. You tell me the whole life story. Number one, if she's independent and she can do a lot of things on her own, she can have the finer things. She can go to the nicest places and
But then she appreciates. It's the thought that counts. Yeah, she's sentimental. Cool. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, me personally, if I've met a girl that's of a high standards and she's got quite high values, and I'm cooking for her. And let's say I'm not a cook, the guy's not a cook, it's hard, there's two ways you can go about it, Either you can impress her and you can just make something great, like maybe like, let's say, duck à l'orange, for example, like a duck dish, like with an oil-based sauce, it can have like some creamy mash, maybe some asparagus or something, and then broccoli decorated nice on the plate, bob's your uncle in it, but it looks good, it's petite, it's nice. But you could also take it back. And like, for me, if she was, for example, Ghanaian, then I might make her some Ghanaian, and me not being Ghanaian, I might make her some Ghanaian dishes, but very, very nice. Like something that she can actually be like, okay, number one, she appreciates the finer things. So she appreciates things. So number one, cool. I'm not even Ghanaian, but I wanted to make some of your heritage that you would like. And something that, because you're independent, you may not be able to make at home by yourself because you haven't got time. You may not go out to eat them things because maybe you're just not around an area that has supplies those things. So you might eat out at more Hakkasan SDKs, like burger and lobsters. That might be your usual, maybe with work and stuff. So I might bring it down to back down to your heritage and make it something like, like a cat and quiet, or trophy or something, banquet or crop, like something that you can be like, raw, like, I ain't had this in like, when you start talking about all my things like my mum's, I ain't had this in time. And then obviously you pop with a nice bottle of champagne and like a nice champagne and some wine, you know what I mean? Something nice, like something like
that'll do.
That'll do. That'll do it. That'll do that. So something like that. But I say for guys, even if you're not a cook, you can keep it simple. Like learn how to make steak. Learn how to make steak. Learn how to make mashed potatoes.
Guys, take notes.
Literally, steak, mashed potatoes, and a vegetable like broccoli, asparagus, carrots, and just a sauce. Like make a calm, so like a peppercorn sauce, something like that. Something quite easy and simple, and something quite affordable. Like if you're on a budget and the cost of living in it. Yeah. So if you're on a budget, you just want to impress, something like that. But I think the main thing is cooking it well. Like you can make certain, you can make. Listen, you can make a jollof rice. But I make some banging jollof rice.
Oh, do you?
I make banging jollof rice. Trust me.
But Ghanaian jollof rice is also good.
No, jollof. You know what? I don't know if you don't watch. There's a video being BuzzFeed. It's recent.
Oh, you know.
YouTube. Okay. Yeah, it's me against the Ghanaian. Sierra Leonean and Guinea-Bissau jollof rice. So you should watch it still for the people at home as well. Watch it. So my jollof rice is really good. I take pride in my jollof rice. It's really good. But even she might eat jollof rice a lot. And you might have jollof rice, prawns, maybe chicken, salad. She might look at it like this. But if that thing tastes, she might be like, wow, it's quality. At the end of the day, it's quality. Don't go and make her steak that's now it's not to her liking. She wants it medium and you're making it well done. And she's just looking at you like, not really gonna eat this. Especially if she has a high standard. She'll now go and order Hakkasan and you just be sitting there looking troubled like, I mean, your esteem will be.
So for us, first generation Africans, where we grew up with our mums cooking in the house a lot, but now we're independent, we're working for ourselves. What meals do you think is important for us to just know how to do it for ourselves, because our parents are getting older, and it'll be nice to make the same thing back, or even be able to, because I feel like cooking is such an important skill. And back in the day, it was like, okay, like a few women should cook, but no, everyone should actually cook. It's a universal skill. It's not just for one person. So what meals would you say, like, you have by this age you have to know how to cook?
I would say, so we're talking about African.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Nigeria and Ghana. Since we're Nigeria and Ghana, building on it, not discrimination. I would say, me personally, you need to know how to make a stew. Like if it's just a calm red stew, obviously we call it red stew. I don't know what you would have call it, like stew. Just stew, like a red stew that you have with rice, like rice and stew. A stew, because
you can go with
so many things. Like if you're busy in the week, just have stew and you can make it with
spaghetti.
Just make pasta sauce.
Oh, come on, you can
do that, but I don't do that, innit? Like
okay,
I don't do that no more. Like when I was like,
when I
was like 10.
Yeah, but not everyone is advanced though.
I don't like rice and stew though. Anyway,
oh, you don't?
No, I'm solid, man.
Okay.
I like my pounded jam, but I'm a solid. I can't live without that. So for me personally, stews, different types of stews, like egusi, efo, like kantenkwan, light soup, like stews that you can kind of make them both.
So what stews and soups for Ghanaians?
It's different. Okay, so soups for you, stews for us, innit?
Oh, okay.
So I would say definitely for Ghanaians, you should know how to make soup, just because if, for example, like Ghanaians, you don't have a lot of family, a lot of cousins that you don't. I love the community because you lot are very close knit. You go to a wedding and you don't even know that you'll find a Ghanaian relative that you know there. But like if someone comes over and you just have stew, you have peanut soup, you have light soup, but fufu's there, boom, they're sorted. Do you know what I mean? I think that's something that you should and just out. You've been eating it from how long? You should know how to make it, innit? Rice, know how to boil rice. Know how to boil rice, please. Know how to boil rice, please. Not rice cooker, boil rice. Yeah. What else can I say? Not even to make, but know how to season meat. Know how to boil meat to make a stock. Like if you want to make a stew, know how to make a stock. Like that stuff is so underrated. Like you know what the people are, my mum's just cleaning the meat, she's gonna make this. Like that stuff is so underrated. Like it can change that. And not even just in Africa, like Europeans, like French, but they make stock. Like everything gonna be like, add beef stock. You know, it was the Americans, add beef stock, add chicken stock, add beef stock, vegetable stock. Because it changes food, isn't it? So like even the soups that we eat, it's the stock.
It's the stock that brings the flavour.
You get it, like so. I'll definitely say learn how to make stock from meat, from the smoked turkeys, and know how to clean your meats. Jollof rice. Jollof rice. Learn how to make jollof rice.
You have to get the stew right first.
So you get it? It's the stew. Because with jollof rice, it's so universal. A white person will come to your house and can eat their jollof rice as long as it's not too spicy. They can eat the jollof rice. You know what I mean? Like Africans will eat jollof rice, so it's a very universal dish. But I think those dishes you need to just be able to cook at home, man. Like all the steaks, pasta. If that's your taste, cool. But it's not essential. It's not essential. Some people don't even eat red meat. You just eat chicken. Know how to cook seafood prawns. Don't overcook your fish. Like know how to grill fish. Know how to fry fish. Like but I feel like it's there.
You did. Like you gave a whole lesson. You gave a whole lesson. So would you ever like host a lesson, like a cooking class?
I've hosted before.
Oh, you have? Okay.
I hosted it's like a dating one as well. Like it was like for couples or people on dates like to come and do a 2-course.
That's a nice activity.
Yeah, it was sick. It was actually sick.
Wow.
So I done that a couple of years ago.
Okay, would you bring it back?
I would if I found the right kitchen.
Okay.
The kitchen I had back then was amazing, sick. Like a round kitchen with different hobs. It was good. But 100% bring that back. Great activity.
Yeah, what's the plan going forward? Because you said you know where you want to get to. So where do you want to get to?
Okay.
What do you want to be known for as well?
What I want to be known for? I want to be known. I just want to be. Number one, I want to be global. I always tell people I'm global. Tim I'm global. TTK global. I want to have my own TV shows. I want to have my own books. Everything's plural. I want to have my own merch, and not just like I have these things. I want it to actually make sense. Like I have, for example, knives that are actually sharp and kind of cater to the African as well. Like I feel like a lot of our utensils that we use at home are just not the best. Like you go to the African's house and look for a sharp knife. You can't find it. You can't find it. You can't find it. It's actually like you can't. And me, I'm used to these things just because I'm a chef.
Yeah.
So I want to kind of cater to that kind of community. But like, yeah, have books, TV, cooking classes. I just want to be in all different types of areas that a chef can fill. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want my brand to kind of grow in that respect. And obviously, I've started with the TV show now, so I'm trying to just elevate. So I think that's a goal. What is it? The end goal? I don't know, you know, because I feel like that's probably gonna come sooner than I think. So I might have another goal. See, like everyone always asks on restaurants. If it's in the pipeline, if it goes well for me to have a restaurant again, I'll have one again. But right now, for me, I don't really think that's what I want to do or feel like I should do. But yeah, man, work with a lot more brands. Maybe be like a household name for like a supermarket or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like when you think of supermarket, you think of TTK kind of thing. So yeah.
And what do you want to be remembered for?
Oh, my legacy, the legacy I want to leave behind. I think I want to be known for a young black chef that represented Africa. Like, I want to represent home properly. Like, yeah, I want to represent home like properly. Obviously, we're in the UK, but I want the whole of Africa to kind of see me as someone that has taken their culture and tried to spread it around the world. Like, spread the knowledge of African food around the world, because I feel like it's very underrated. Like, people don't see what we do. People don't see what we have. Obviously, the Caribbeans have kind of broken that now. Everyone knows about jerk chicken, curry goat, curry mutton. You can see white people going to Caribbean takeaway, but you ain't seeing white people going to African takeaways right now. Like, not to the same extent. Like, you can see the odd, but like you can go to like for example, let's say Chichester or like Slough, and you'll find a Caribbean shop. And that Caribbean shop might even be owned by white people, but you won't see a shop that's selling pounded jam and like, you know what I mean, or Captain Klein and Chuffy, like. But the Caribbeans is very much more palatable right now. So yeah, I want to make it more palatable, and I want to be known for that person that did that.
And you will be.
I will be.
You will be known. So yeah, come on to the next show.
Yes.
I can see the good things that you're doing. So yeah, thank you. And I hope you sit back and you reflect on your journey and pat yourself on the back.
I need to.
You should.
I need to, man. I need to. It don't feel. It's weird because you're doing it like, for example, like even having this show is amazing. Like, do you know what I mean? Stepping stones. You know what I mean? It's a sick show time, but you might not sit down and be like, no, what I'm doing right now is great. Like, maybe you do. I don't know. But like for me, it's like and that's what I say. It's the journey that makes everything great, because when I get there, I'm gonna remember where I came from and the trials I went through and the things I had to overcome. So I feel like the journey is what it makes everything. It makes you stronger as well. Like, I'm just enjoying the journey right now. Can't complain. Yeah. The journey's fun.
Love it for you. Thank you so much.
No problem.